Well, good morning. We have officially hit rock bottom. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this load. I know you guys probably seen it on the loading camera, but so I told you guys about the mess with the permits and how we've been talking to the permit lady. And then, like, she just stopped talking to us. I don't know what happened. Did somebody break in her house and, like, kidnap her? So, we called Westchester. They blacklisted us because I talked crap about them taking 4 days to get a permit. So we called J.J. Keller yesterday. And after spending hours on the computer with them, going over everything, they wanted $1,000 for permits for this load. I almost threw the laptop out the window. So we ended up calling another company. We ended up canceling that order. They sent us a bill, $967 or something like that. I thought I was screwed. I thought I was gonna have to pay that. But there was a cancel option. So we canceled it, called another company, fantastic company. They jumped right on it, $387. Here's the issue though. Ohio is the only state, I repeat, the only state that requires your insurance company to personally send them a copy of your insurance to prove that you have insurance. You cannot call your insurance company and ask for a certificate and send it in yourself. You have to have your insurance company send it to them. And then it takes them a day to process the insurance. So J.J. Keller was routing us over. We're above Cincinnati right now. J.J. Keller was routing us over to West Virginia, down through Virginia, down through North Carolina, down through South Carolina, which was like, I don't even know how many miles. They never actually gave us the route, but just looking at a map, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense at all. Just take the 275 around Cincinnati. Anyways, man, what was I even getting at? It's been such a rough night. This air conditioner is filling up that bottle every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, this thing. I guess because there's so much moisture in the air, which this is great, man. It feels amazing out here. But it's filling up this bottle so fast. We've got that little Zep bottle. It's filling up that thing every 30 minutes. And after it fills it up, it just spills the water all over the floor. And then, I don't know, sometimes the APU allows that thing to run for an hour. Sometimes it lets that thing run for 6 hours. It's like there's no rhyme or reason why. So I'll hear beeping throughout the night, like the inverter will start beeping. So I'll get up and I have to shut the air conditioner off, start the truck to charge the batteries, and then wake back up to shut the truck off to let the APU run. I'm exhausted, man. This has been the absolute worst trip out without breaking down I've ever had. Us having to sit here for like 24 hours waiting on Ohio to pull their head out of their ass. I don't think we'll ever do an overdimensional load again. I'm just tired of the bureaucracy bullshit that these states put us through. I'm so over it. Anyways, let me get these dogs out, because it's raining pretty good, babes. Should have done this yesterday. Weird that we can go over this bridge, but we can't go over the other one. Alright, so we just made it to the Tennessee Welcome Center. Tennessee's backed up on their permits by 24 hours. Estimated at 24 hours. So we can't keep driving until we get that permit. We got our Georgia permit. Still have our Tennessee permit. What a mess, man. This is our last overdimensional load ever. Like, and the guy said that it's been an ongoing issue with Tennessee for a while now. Like, if you guys don't have enough people, hire more people. I shouldn't have to wait 24 hours to get a permit to drive through your state.
Okay.
I think we have like 100 miles to drive through Tennessee. Alright, we finally made it. Whee! So we've got a appointment first thing tomorrow morning, we'll get the APU looked at. Excuse me? What? No, just because we stopped, don't mean we'll go out. She is so vocal. Yeah, so appointment first thing tomorrow morning in Cordeal at the Thermo King. So, we're like, do we need a truck? Stop this, blah, blah, blah. Do we need to drop this truck off? They're like, no, you can wait. So, we'll go home, drop the trailer, take the truck to the house, unload the truck, be ready for tomorrow morning to drop this thing. They're closed Friday, obviously, for the 4th of July. I don't know if I've talked about this either. Because the APU can't keep up with the AC, I'm unable to get on the computer and edit any videos. So me and Lita haven't been able to get on our computers basically at all. I think I put out a video of us leaving while I idled this truck. And haven't really been able to do anything since. Here comes Lita. We still haven't gotten our Tennessee permits. What's up, baby?
She said we gotta
pull in there?
go over to that. She didn't say anything about back in though.
I wonder if I have to pull through there. I wondered about that when we pulled in. If we'd have to pull. I thought maybe we'd go around and come out that way.
She didn't say anything about pulling in. She said go to the very end. Whatever that means. I don't work here. What are you talking about?
No, they expect you to know everything at these places, like you deliver here a million times.
Yeah, she acted like I was asking dumbass questions. I'm like, this building right here we go, this building, right? She didn't say anything about backing into this. What does she know? She's just a secretary. I mean, how are
They
you?
unload us with this crane. And can I go around the building?
How are you supposed to get out of that?
I mean, I could back out this way.
That says receiving. Like the littlest sign possible.
Yeah, hidden behind some junk. They do have a bunch of junk around
I
here.
told you, man. Look at this sheet right here. What are you supposed to do?
In the road. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to back out of here.
Yeah.
For sure.
I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits, excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. The crash came when the cash came. Spend it before you get it like those rookies all on draft day. For the love like it's match game. Hit the ground running, really do it for my last name. They act different when the facts change. I'm not with the tip for tag games. In my own league, I don't chase game. In my own league, I don't hang with lanes. I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits, excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. Now how could that be?
Alright, we're unloaded. I guess that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. $159. The only reason I have this is for what you guys call rate insight. Basically, it allows me to see what the average rate for that load would be, picking up wherever it's going. What I'm seeing more and more brokers doing is bypassing that. So these dummy truck drivers just book loads super cheap. So they're listing full truckload loads as partials, just so that we can't see the rate insight. So I guess my question is, what's the point of me paying $160 if brokers are allowed to just lie and bypass your system? You know, like I told the people before, if I tell you I have a petting zoo and you can get in for $20 to see the donkeys, and you pay $20 and you get inside, and I'm like, I don't have donkeys. I mean, that's pretty much lying, right? Just that, and I wish that you guys would make them actually fill out the form rather than them just posting, you know, Ohio to Kentucky, 0 pounds and 0 feet, you know? It's like they can't even take 5 seconds to completely fill out the thing. So you waste all day long calling on all these loads that wouldn't work for your trailer anyways, you know? Some people can do 45,000 pounds on their trailer, some people can do 48,000 pounds on their trailer. Yet you're sitting on the phone all day long because these brokers can't take 5 seconds to fill out. But I'm sure it's an easy form. I've never posted on Truck Stop, but I'm sure it's super simple to go on there and just put in where it's picking up, where it's going. You know, what does it weigh? What's the length? They should just have to fill it out. You know. Alright, so I just got off the phone with Truck Stop. I don't know if you guys can pick up what's going on, but like I noticed it when we were sitting in Ohio looking for loads. And there was a coil load from BMAC. They had a couple of them. One was 36,000 pounds. One was like 40-something thousand pounds. And I was like, oh, well, this load that I'm on right now, I think that ended up weighing like 2,000 pounds. 2,300 pounds or something ridiculous. Like I could easily put that on. And when I call them and mention that I have a partial, they don't let you book the load because it's a full, they want the full trailer. It's like, well, you guys have this listed, and I'll show a screenshot on the video that it's a partial. Well, then it clicked to me. After I keep seeing all these BMAC loads, everything's listed as a partial, because if you pay $159 with Truck Stop will actually show you what the going rate is, picking up at that city and dropping at that city within, like, you know, a radius. So a lot of times what's happening is like Truck Stop will be like, this load usually pays $2,000, but then they'll have $1,200 on there, and it's like, do they have it listed as $1,200 because they think this is a partial? But then they'll have loads that are like 48,000 pounds. I'm like, you can't partial a 48,000 pound load. So what they're doing is they're just listing everything as partials. That way you can't see what the going rate is from one city to the next. And then these dummy truck drivers are like, okay, I'll do it for that. Which, I mean, let's be honest here. How many of these truck drivers are actually paying for the premium load board service? So they have 3 different load board services. One's like $40-something. Another one's like $130. But in order to see the rate insight, you have to have their highest load board, which is $159. So it's like, well, how many trucks are actually paying for this? And are they even using that to begin with? But I want to see what the going rate is. I want to see what most brokers are posting on these loads. This has been the absolute worst week out ever. Even not even including the air conditioner being out, just like the rates being posted. Brokers are paying half to 2/3 of what these loads are showing, that the truck stop is showing what these loads should go for. So like right now there's a load picking up in Brunswick where we just left, going over closer to Valdosta, and they have it listed for $600. But if you click on the load, truck stop says this load should pay $950. It's like, what are you guys doing with the other $350? You can't tell me the shipper or receiver is cutting your throat like that. Now granted, there are a lot of times where like they'll slip up and actually show us the rate at which they're getting paid. But there's also times, you know, they'll slip up and show us the rate that they're getting paid, and I'm like, okay, I agree, you should make a couple $100 on this load. But then taking like that forklift that we picked up in northern Florida there, that we ran up somewhere, I can't remember, and I think he was paying us $1,800, but he's charging the customer $3,000. It's like these clowns are sitting behind these desks making more than truck drivers, and they don't even have the cost of actually running the business. They literally sit behind a desk cold calling companies. Well, Robert, why don't you do that? Because here's another issue. All of them's calling and cutting each other's throats too. Like, I'm not going to go from a cutthroat industry to another cutthroat industry. Half of the brokers that you call are either from India or they're in India. That's the whole reason I got out of masonry. I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to be a brick mason. And I was in with some really good builders. I did like the fancy brickwork. Like I hardly ever worked on just like a plain brick house. It always had the fancy archways, the coin corners, the jack arches, all of that. And then the illegals moved in and then started cutting everybody's rates. And there's people out there working for beer money. I'm like, I refuse. I am not going to compete. Builders that I'd been bricking houses for 10 years, all of a sudden is like, I need you to come down on your rates because Carlos over here said that he can do it for this price. And I'm like, I'm not doing it for that price. Like, they have 10 people living in a house together. They all ride in one car. A lot of times we had mortar mixers, and on smaller jobs I'd manually mix the mortar and the wheelbarrow because those mortar mixers, they can be messy when you wash them out. So I would manually mix it in a wheelbarrow to keep like the small job site clean. Like if I came to your already built house and you wanted a brick mailbox, I would either mix it in the mixer and not spray it out at your place. I would take the mixer home or to another job site and rinse it out, or I would manually mix it in a wheelbarrow so that I'm not trashing your yard or your street. But these guys would show up and they wouldn't even have a mixer for the big jobs. They've got 20 people that show up and they're mixing mud on a piece of plywood and they're cutting everybody's rates. And what's funny is when it first happened, they were cutting my throat. Like, I think back then I charged like 50 cents a brick, so $500 per 1,000 brick. And then I had my extras, like your windowsills, you had your windowsills, your coin corners, different things like that. And then I would add on additional to so take for instance like a windowsill. I would charge $1 per brick in the windowsill. And then like coin corners would be the cost of the brick plus $50 a coin. And a coin is basically just like the square part sticking out of the corner of your house that people want it to look fancy. And then you got your jack arches and stuff like that. And usually I would either charge $1 a brick for that, or it would be like a measuring thing depending on how big the arch was. I mean, and then like if I did a fireplace or a chimney, it was 50 cents a brick plus, it's been so long now, I think I charged like $500 for the firebox, which is where you actually put your logs, and then it was like $150 per foot of chipping. Because it's a lot of work. Like, you have to build scaffolding. Like, I am responsible if your house burns down. Like, you don't want to just pay some Joe Schmo to go out and build you a fireplace that has no idea what he's doing because he's willing to do it cheaper. You know what I mean? So, I don't even know how I got on that part. But, anyways, I just called and made a complaint to Truck Stop that these brokers are bypassing what I'm paying for. Therefore, you guys either need to fix it, or it sounds like a lawsuit to me. You know, like I told them, if I tell you I have a petting zoo of donkeys and you pay to get in, and then you find out you don't get to see the donkeys, then I just stole $20 from you. You know what I mean? If you go to a movie theater to watch Finding Nemo and then Shrek pops up on the screen, or are you just like, oh well, I guess I'm just watching Shrek? I mean, that's probably a stupid analogy, but I'm paying for something that you're allowing brokers to bypass, and you either need to fix it right now, or we need to get a class action lawsuit going against Truck Stop for allowing this. So anyways, we're on our way home. This is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.